Next up we have the Starship Troopers trilogy. It has Starship Troopers, Starship Troopers 2, Heroes of the Federation, and Starship Troopers 3 Marauder. Um, First movie's awesome. The last two is gash. Not even feckin' Casper Van Dien returning can save the third one. Um, Phil Tippett directed the second one. Was one of the guys behind Jurassic Park, but it's still not a great movie. The cool thing about this box set though is you get some pretty cool collectible kind of items. You get these cards, and you get a manual, mobile infantry field manual, which is, if you can see, it just goes over the tactical stats of the bugs, your main weapon, and an application form. Pretty cool box set for that, but I would be too gone on the other movies. Next up, the Dracula Legacy collection. This is an awesome collection. It has all the Universal Dracula movies. It has Dracula, Dracula's Daughter, Son of Dracula, House of Frankenstein, and House of Dracula. Ironically, Bela Lugosi only starred in the first Dracula movie. And yeah, he's pretty awesome. The latter ones in this have kind of crossovers with Frankenstein's monster and the Wolfman. And if you're a Universal horror fan, this is well worth a look. I am going to be going more in depth into this leading up to Halloween. So yeah, do check out the Dracula Legacy collection. Next up, the Best of Hammer collection, which is an awesome box set. I actually got it in the Thrifties for a very nice price. And in this we have the Nanny, Dracula, Prince of Darkness, Quatermass in the Pit, Frankenstein Created Woman, and The Devil Rides Out. If you are a horror fan, like with the Universal Dracula box set, this is well worth a look. My voice is going. Next up, the Tremors Attack Pack. What have we got here? We have Tremors, Tremors 2, Tremors 3 Back to Perfection, and Tremors 4 The Legend Begins. First movie is awesome. Kevin Bacon, Fred Ward, just dumb fun creature feature. The following ones are still fairly entertaining. Basically, Michael Gross is the only kind of recurring character. He plays Burt Ward, the survivalist. And if you're a fan of horror and sci-fi, this is well worth a look. Next up, the Naked Gun trilogy. Leslie Nielsen was awesome in these movies. Fantastic kind of spoof comedy, and I think if anyone's doing those terrible disaster movies or those kind of spoof comedies that are around today, if they want to do a good one, they should look back at the Naked Gun trilogy, because it is pretty awesome. And Leslie Nielsen as Frank Drebin steals the show, so well worth a look. My baby, I have said loads about this. I love this box set. This box set is amazing. This is beautiful. And if you don't have Blu-ray yet, do pick up the Alien Quadrilogy. Next up, The Godfather, the Coppola restoration. This is basically kind of Francis Ford Coppola has gone over all the Godfather movies and cleaned them up and made them kind of like what he feels is the proper kind of edition of the fantastic series, which is the Godfather movies, packed to the brim with special features. And yeah, new 5-disc collection, and yeah, newly remastered. My sister got me this. I had the other Godfather movies, but she picked me up this one, and this is an awesome box set. Next up, not a box set as such, but a special edition, Event Horizon. This is an awesome kind of box set. It's got this weird kind of collector's box, and the CDs are in here. Very redundant, but still a cool looking box. So if you're a collector and you like sci-fi and horror, try and track this one down, because it's pretty sweet. Next up, Memento Special Edition. This is the 3-disc edition, and it is packed with special features. lots of stuff from Christopher Nolan, and there is a cut of the movie that you can watch in order. So if you're a fan of Memento, try and pick up this edition because it is packed to the brim. You've concept art, bootleg covers, journals, prop gallery, tattoo gallery, stuff with Jonathan Nolan, split screen shooting, interviews with Guy Pearce. Awesome, awesome, awesome special edition. Next up, the Mad Max trilogy. You have Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior, and Mad Max 3, Beyond Thunderdome. I love these movies, but I will admit they are now lost in the shadow of Mad Max Fury Road because that movie is spectacular. But if you want to see Mel Gibson at his best, check out the Mad Max movies. My favorite would be 2 and 3. I think George Miller cherry picked kind of different genres for the movies. So like you Mad Max 1 would be the kind of Charles Bronson revenge movie. Mad Max 2 would be kind of like Shane, where this outsider comes in to protect this community. And Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome is kind of a bit of a fairy tale. So yeah, if you get a chance, do pick up the Mad Max box set because they are worth a look if you're a film fan. Next up, this is beautiful. This is awesome. This is the complete Indiana Jones box set. We have Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, and The Last Crusade, and a fantastic bonus material. And where is Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls, you might ask? Well, here's my answer. That's what I think of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. This is an awesome box set. The box itself is beautiful. It feels beautiful. And yeah, the presentation is wonderful. And yeah, I love all the Indiana Jones movies. All three of them. All three of them. Now, next up, Planet of the Apes box set. This is wicked. This has Planet of the Apes, Beneath Planet of the Apes, Escape from Planet of the Apes, Conquest of Planet of the Apes, and Battle for Planet of the Apes. It also has a really, really in-depth and concise documentary behind Planet of the Apes, and that is chocked full of tidbits and special features. And the box itself is awesome. Very simplistic, but I do like the kind of the ape in the packaging. Next up, I showed you this before in my Jurassic Park collection. Wicked DVD box set before the Blu-ray edition came out. You had Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jurassic Park, and Jurassic Park 3, chock full of special features. And then Beyond Jurassic Park, which is loaded with special features on each of the movies. And if you are a Jurassic Park fan, and as I said, if you don't have Blu-ray, this is well worth the purchase if you can track it down. Next up, we have the deluxe extended edition of King Kong. This is 3 discs. This is packed to the hilt. And the running time for this movie, Jesus, it's 3 hours, 12 minutes. And a lot of the stuff on the Venture, I think, wasn't needed, but you know what, it's Peter Jackson's kind of vision, so I'm not going to criticize. Loads of special features. You've 6 hours of special features, 43 minutes of deleted scenes, feature commentary with Peter Jackson, the 8th blunder of the world, gag reel, recreating the 8th wonder, making of King Kong, the present, the original script film made by the cast of King Kong. Oh, yeah, it was Peter Jackson's birthday, and they made a short movie about getting a gift to Peter Jackson on his birthday. Video galleries and scripts which can be printed out via CD-ROM. Wicked box set. Has 3 discs, and yeah, very underrated movie. I think a lot of people King Kong kind of came and went, and people weren't impressed with it after it came out. Speaking of Peter Jackson, I have this chap, and this chap, and of course this chap. These are essential owns if you're a movie fan. They're the special extended editions, and like with King Kong, they add a shitload to the running time of these movies. I think there's like 45 minutes to 35 minutes added to Return to King, but there is some fantastic documentaries and just the detail and love that went into these box sets is amazing. So if you are Peter Jackson and Lord of the Rings fans, this is well worth the purchase. I think these were suited to this because it was a trilogy. I think when it was done to The Hobbit, it was kind of ridiculous. So yeah, check these out, and I would avoid The Hobbit. I have no intention of picking up the extended editions of The Hobbits movies. Next up, the pièce de résistance. I love this box set. This is the Blade Runner box set. In this, you have the final cut, Dangerous Days, the making of Blade Runner, which is a wicked, wicked documentary. Um, Three complete archival versions. You have the theatrical version, the director's cut, and the enhancement archive, which is loads and loads of segments. And you also have the work print of Blade Runner, which is different music, different footage, and voiceover. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that comes with this because it is beautiful. Let's have a look. Okay, first off, we have this cell here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, I have not taken it out of the wrapper, but it is beautiful. It's cool. Awesome. Next up, we have this little kind of card, which is all kind of little stuff there. And there's that. Hope you can see it. I put something in front of it to show it. Yeah, but it's essentially a letter from Ridley Scott, and it's pretty cool. Some amazing concept work. Just the entire presentation of this box set is wonderful, and I picked it up for a friend of mine, Aga, because she loves kind of concept art and design, and she's big into that. So I kind of picked that up for her, and yeah, this is a must for any kind of movie or cinema fanatic. This is definitely worth the purchase. I don't know if you can get the complete tin edition now, but if you can, do pick it up because it is well worth it. So that has been my entire movie box set collection. I will be doing one on TV shows and animated shows at a later date, but yeah, if you have any box sets that you think I should take a look at or that you want to chat about, leave them in the comments, and yeah, like, subscribe, and yeah, this has been the Trash Picture Show. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Bye now.